Hello. Um, I'm starting this video because I want to document my progress or my descent into madness over the next couple of months or however long I go through this process. Because I've noticed that my mental health is really starting to decline, and so I want to document my life just in case things get worse. So, for future reference, today's date is May 28th, 2023, and it's 9:40 at night. My name is Serena Wood. I'm 25 years old, and I have a lot of mental diagnoses, so I don't even know where to begin with that. I have schizoaffective depression, anxiety, just things like that. But yeah, I basically just wanted to, sorry if it's really loud in the background, by the way. There's a train going through right now. I want to document my process as I try to recover from a lot of serious conditions or like situations that I'm going through right now. My grandmother just passed. I think it was the beginning of the year, and I had COVID, and so I was told by one psychiatrist that I may be experiencing some of these extreme depressive suicidal episodes because of the COVID symptoms that I experienced. So it may be some like backlash from that. So there's that going on. I am overweight. I have stomach issues. I am borderline diabetic. I have a lot of breathing issues, also related to COVID. I'm supposed to be getting a sleeping machine for like helping to sleep, because sometimes when I'm sleeping, like, I completely stop breathing. So like that's how bad my breathing is sometimes. I think that's it as far as like health goes, just to give you like an idea of everything going on. I don't know why I'm telling all this shit, explaining all of this shit, because like I don't know if it really has any relevance, But I guess if I'm gonna properly document my experience and my life, with whatever condition I have going on, and my journey of recovery, or my journey into descent or whatever, I should properly document everything. And so I should be stating all of the facts and all of my medical history and everything like that. So I guess it is a good thing to have all of that there, just for you to know, whoever watches this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this video yet. I'm thinking that I'm gonna upload it to YouTube so that I can kind of save space on my phone. And also just to like document my process a little bit better on YouTube, just like keep it updated that way. I hope that I can get into regularly doing videos, at least every other week, or like once a week or something like that. Just do like a short 10-minute video, if that. I don't know how well I'm gonna do at that, because I know in the past I have a really bad rep with starting my whole YouTube channel process and then not posting for several months. But this isn't really about getting subscribers or anything like that. This is strictly for documentation purposes. This isn't really about YouTube this time around. I'm just posting it to YouTube so that I can save space on my phone, basically. But I also want to post it to YouTube just so that people can see my documentation process too. Or so that I can see it like in a timeline better in the future. Or if I do pass, so my family can see it. I'm not expecting to pass, but you never really know. As bad as my suicidal tendencies get sometimes, you can never really tell. Anyways, I am gonna try to do videos more regularly, because I do want to make a point of properly documenting the process. So, yeah, I am gonna try to at least do a 10-minute video, if not maybe like 15-20 minutes, or however long my heart feels, like however long that I decide to talk. Whatever comes up, just as long as it feels necessary, I guess. But I don't know how long I'll be able to do it. I don't know how well I'll be able to do it, like, in a routine, because I'm really bad about routines. I've been trying to get into, like, daily journaling for, like, the longest time, and I'm really bad about doing it every day, because, like, most of the time I'll, like, write a couple days in a row, and then I'll forget and stop writing for like a week, and then I'll get back into it and do like 4 or 5 days in a row, and then forget for another week. Like, I can't commit for some reason to doing anything in a routine. Like, I'm all over the place, but I really want to try to, like, just get in a routine of something. And I think this would be a really good idea. this video idea would be a really good idea to get into a routine of doing regularly, because you can see me, you can see my mannerisms on the camera, and you can see how I'm talking. You can see my progression, or like, what's the word? How bad I'm getting, I guess, with my state of mind, or how good I'm getting. Like, you can tell the variations, like, on the day that I'm doing the recording. Like, you can just tell, where I am in that moment. And I think that would be really good for documenting, the process of recovery, or descent into madness, or like my final moments, or what fucking ever. I don't know what it'll end up being, if it'll be recovery or my final moments. It's gonna be one of the two. I don't fucking know. Either way, I want to document it, and I want to do that in hopes that it brings light to my situation, and it helps somebody else, or like maybe it'll help researchers find out what's wrong with me, and it'll help later on down the line, it'll help them help somebody else. Or maybe if somebody who's struggling with the same things sees my videos on YouTube and they get something out of it and it helps them that way, I want to be able to help somebody. And not just that, but I also want to be able to help my family. I know this sounds really fucked up, but if it does turn out that I, like, die or whatever, I want this to be for my family, so that they have these videos as kind of like a grieving process. And if it turns out for my recovery, I want to look back on this in the future and say, wow, I recovered from all this, and it'll be good to look back on. So either way, I think these videos will serve a good purpose. I don't know. I guess that's all I really have to say for right now. It's already been like 13 minutes, so maybe I should just shut up already. I don't know. Well, I mean, I want to stop the video because it's already been like 13 minutes, but at the same time, like, I've barely begun to like explain why I wanted to start this video in the first place. Like, I've explained it, like, I've spent this whole 14 minutes explaining why I wanted to do this video, but I haven't gotten into like the whole like actual situation of it, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't gotten into the details yet. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I explained the purpose of it, but I haven't explained like this specific video's reason, I guess. Like, for instance, this specific video, I wanted to talk about, like, how I've been doing the past couple of weeks. And the past couple of weeks, I've been getting like worse and worse with just depression and shit. I don't know, it's they have me on so many different medications, and they're constantly changing my medicines around. You can hear my brother laughing in there. He's talking to his friends. Anyways, they're constantly changing my medicines around, but it never seems like anything they put me on really seems to work for me, and it never seems like it does anything to help. But yet I keep trying, and I keep going on different medicines, and I keep doing all this shit. And I'm still going to therapy, and I'm still trying, really. But it's just like this pointless endeavor, it seems like, because nothing I really do seems to get rid of these thoughts that I just want something bad to happen to me, or I want to die, basically. And even when I'm having like a really good day and I'm in a really good mood, I'll get a little grumbly in my tummy, and I'll be like, I hope this snowballs into a bigger stomach pain, and then I hope it sends me to the hospital, and I hope I die from it, or something like that. Like, it snowballs, like thoughts like that just snowball out of control. And that happens on days when I'm in a really good mood and I'm not even really depressed. And so it's like, why is it happening when I'm not even really thinking about suicide? You know what I mean? Like, I don't really want to die in that particular moment, but for some reason I'm still having those thoughts. Like, it's really hard to explain, because I don't want to die, but my brain is still telling me that I need to die. Like, it's really confusing, and it's really overwhelming too, because it's like there's this constant war going on in my mind about like this one half of my brain that just wants to live and be peaceful and be happy, and then there's this other half of my brain that just wants destruction and death and awful things. And those two sides are constantly warring against each other. And so a lot of the time my brain is overwhelmed with all these thoughts. And so then sometimes that leads to this weird fuzzy feeling I get in my head where I feel like I'm having kind of a weed high. And a lot of the time it happens when I'm out in public and I'm in a crowded place, and sometimes I just get overwhelmed and I start to feel like I'm having like this kind of weed high feeling. But then it messes with my anxiety and stuff. And so that will make me feel weird and like high-ish, and then I'll start thinking about life and thinking about death and thinking about, what am I gonna do with my life? When am I gonna get a job? When am I gonna get a wife? When am I gonna get a house? When am I gonna get kids? When am I gonna be successful? Like, I think about all these things, and they just race around in my head, and a whole bunch of shit crams into my brain at once. And it's very overwhelming when that happens. Like, it's so overwhelming that it causes more anxiety. And so then when I'm, like, say at a grocery store, I'm anxious because I'm surrounded by people and I have social anxiety. But then that weed high feeling comes on, or I call it the weed high, but like, it's basically just kind of like a high daisy kind of feeling. that high daisy feeling comes on, and then I'm anxious about that because there's so many thoughts going through my head, and it also makes me slow. Like, it makes me confused and disoriented. And so when, like, I'm checking out at the cash register, I'm typing in things on the keypad, and then I'm like, what? Like, I get confused and I get disoriented. So that also makes me even more anxious because I feel like people are gonna notice that I'm, like, acting like I'm high. So then it's just all of these things add up to make, like, this big ball of anxiety. And so that happens when I'm out in public. And then sometimes it happens when I'm just at home too. And so that's been happening more and more lately. Sometimes that happens like 3-4 times out of the week. And I'm like, I can't have this happening all the time. And it's just getting more and more overwhelming every time it happens. Like, every time it happens, it's getting worse and worse. And I'm coping with it not as well as I used to. And so the more it happens, the less I'm being able to cope with it. And it's getting to the point where it's out of control. And so there's that going on. And then when that weed high, I say weed high, but it's not really a weed high. It's like a high daisy kind of feeling. When that high daisy feeling comes on, it also messes with my sense of reality. And so because I have Izza in my head, Izza is one of my headmates. She's just a voice I hear because of my schizophrenia. When I have her in my head, and then, like, I have the daisy high feeling come on, I have her, and she'll say something, and that messes with my sense of reality. And I, like, almost will slip up sometimes, and I will respond to her out loud. And, like, I don't want to do that in public, especially in public. But, like, even around my family, I don't really want to do that because Aiden is the only one I'm comfortable with talking to my headmates around Aiden. And I'm not even really comfortable around Aiden. Especially Aiden, even Aiden, but, like, especially my parents. Like, I'm not really comfortable with anybody. So, like, it messes with my sense of reality when that daisy high feeling comes on. And it's not just Izza's voice that messes with my sense of reality. It's also, I get this weird, like, depersonalization, derealization kind of feeling, like I'm in a dream, or I'm watching a movie, or like I'm just experiencing something from another world. Like, it just feels fakey, kinda. And so that also messes with my sense of reality. And so when the high feeling starts to mess with my sense of reality, that will also mess with my anxiety. And it will mess with my depression. And just the fact that it messes with my sense of reality messes with my sanity, because I'm constantly second guessing myself, and I'm like, am I going crazy? You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I'm losing my mind sometimes. And sometimes I truly do feel like I am really going crazy. And I just, it's getting worse and worse. And I'm not handling it like I should. And I know that I should be working on it, and I should be approaching it at a better angle, and I should be trying to do better than what I am. And I am trying, I really am, but it's just so hard to, like, do all these things at once. Like, I gotta work on my anxiety, I gotta work on my depression, I gotta work on my sense of self, I gotta work on my sense of reality. Like, it's just too many things to work on at once, and it just gets so overwhelming. And it's just, I don't even know where to begin. And so I know that I need work, and I need help, obviously. And so I know that I need to go to these therapists, and I need to seek help, and I need to take their advice, and I need to go to the doctors, and I need to fix the medicine. But it doesn't seem like it's gonna help. And some days I really feel like I am just meant to just take that descent into madness and just slowly go insane and then just die. Like, I feel like that's just my destiny some days. Because it's all I've ever really known. I mean, ever since I was 15, actually probably even younger than that, I've had mental health issues since I was like 10, probably. God, I can't even remember a time before I had mental health issues. Like, I've just kind of always had signs, you know? Like, there was just always something wrong. And so, like, I've had to deal with this stuff my whole life. And so I've never really thought that I would ever get out of it. And so I've been in this mindset my whole life, and it's just like, at this point, I kind of just think that my life is just meant to end in my descent into insanity. And then, like, end in my suicide. Like, that's just basically what it boils down to. Like, I hate to say it like that, and I don't want it to end up like that, obviously. But I don't know. Some days I just really think there's no hope for me, because I've been like this my whole life, and I don't see it getting any better. I don't know, but I still have a little bit of hope that maybe these doctors and these psychiatrists and these therapists will help me out, and I'll get the help that I need, and I can get back on the road to recovery, and I can live a happy life one day. I mean, that's all I can really hope for, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I guess I've done all the rambling that I was gonna do. I don't know. I've kind of said all I should say. I don't know. I'm really bad at, like, doing videos. I mean, obviously. my YouTube channel is kinda shit. I mean, I have like barely any subscribers, so if that shows, I mean, it's not just the subscribers that I was talking about, it's like the quality of my videos. Like, I have no editing whatsoever in my videos, and the thing about that is that I don't know how to edit videos, so I kind of just choose to do this whole like unedited kind of style. And you can hear Aiden. Listen to him. Oh my god. Anyways, I choose to just kind of leave it like it is and then upload it without any real editing. I hope it's still watchable for the people who do watch it. But I mean, the video, this video that I'm making in particular right now, isn't for like the whole world. It's basically just for my family and whoever decides to watch it. Like, I want to like help as many people as I can with this documentation process. So if I can help anybody out there, that's who this video is mainly for. It's those people and my family. Those are the two main groups of people that this video and all of my future videos will be for. And hopefully this style of videos is watchable for those types of people. Hopefully it's not too long and it's not annoying to watch because it's unedited or anything. But I think it'll reach the right people. I mean, I'm hoping it will, at least. Anyways, I guess I've said about all I needed to say, so thank you for listening. If you've made it this far into the video, I love you guys. Whoever's watching, I guess. To my future self, I love you, and I'm proud of you. I know that sounds stupid, but I need to say it because I feel like I don't say that enough. Yeah. Bye.